guys, minions, and welcome to unMadeGaming. We're here, and you know no different. Welcome back to our monthly Patreon one-shots. It's been, what some people would say, a hot minute since we played one of these. I believe our last one was in December. So it's been... We had one last month? No, we had one after PAX, didn't we?
No.
Nope.
No, because it was Christmas. It was Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, shit, it was Christmas. We haven't had one since November. Holy crap. It's been an even hotter minute. But we're back. We're here. We have Patreon one-shots. This one is going to be Cypher System Assault on Singularity Base, run by our very own Vitruvian Meeple, here to force us all to learn and play in Foundry. That is the entire point of this, and I will take no such slander saying otherwise. That being said, if you guys like what we do here and you want to support the channel, the best way to do that is like all of these fine folks that you see here before you, and join us over on our Patreon. Link for that in the description down below. Click on that link. While you're clicking on that link, join us in the Discord, be a part of the community, be a part of the conversation, and as always, in the bottom right-hand corner, you will see the corruption bar. That bar serves two purposes. One is when that bar fills. Trevor gets to do whatever the hell he wants to us, and I can only imagine it's going to be terrible for how I've harassed him about Foundry. And two, every single dollar that goes into that bar goes back to this channel for all kinds of things like editing, lighting, pictures, graphics, my mortgage, just simple fun things like that. With that, I will turn things over to Trevor to take us to Singularity Base.
Thank you, Mike. Welcome, everyone. The Empress Tahali V, leader of the Grand Imperium, controls the galaxy with her countless legions of Imperium troopers and the dreaded Imperium Starfleet. The current Empress has sat upon the throne for 9 years and is as ruthless and terrible as those who came before her. A ragtag band of rebels fights against the Imperium, their determination, bravery, and skill making up for their lack of numbers and supplies. Imperium troopers are the face of the Grand Imperium, ubiquitous on all the worlds of the galaxy. Clad in glistening silver armor marked with the griffin symbol of the Imperium military and carrying blasters and swords, the Empress's troopers patrol the streets of every Imperial city. Troopers are the worst of the Imperium, more interested in maintaining control than in preventing crime or helping citizens. When troopers need heavy support, war droids are brought in. These fearsome robots are utterly ruthless and are known to kill innocent bystanders as often as enemies of the Empress. When war droids are unleashed, wise troopers take cover. The rebels have recently discovered that the Grand Imperium is creating a superweapon that can destroy an entire star system. Rebel spies have tracked a prototype of this superweapon to an Imperium base called Singularity Base on a remote swamp world. Your group is one of 6 rebel teams attacking in a coordinated but desperate assault. Each team has its own objective, contributing toward the common goal of eliminating the superweapon prototype. As the 4 of you sit on your transport, on your way down to Singularity Base, you are watching a holo message from Beacon, who is the anonymous leader, individual group you don't quite know, of the rebellion. It says, even now, the Imperium works to create a weapon so terrible that no force can stand against them. With this yoke, they will enslave all sentients to a singular cause, the expansion of tyranny among the stars. You have your orders. We alone resist. Fight for freedom. Fight to the last. Fight. Before we go any further, I would like everyone please to introduce and describe their characters. And Mike, we will start with you.
Great. As per usual, the least prepared of anyone here. You see Wes Greaves. Wes Greaves is ostensibly older, you would assume, based solely on the fact that he has a sternum-length gray beard. You see his bushy mustache and beard cover most of his face. The top half of his face is shaded by very fashionable yet functional... Functionable? Yeah, we'll go with it. Sunglass goggles, almost like a welder's goggles, that are rimmed in brass, and a top hat, or a very short top hat, as it were. You see that he has a brass ribbon that sort of runs the circumference of that as well, and he wears a leather duster, like a dark brown leather duster, on which is a bunch of like pockets with gears and springs and other like wrenches and small chisels and screwdrivers, bits and bobs attached to them. And on his like weathered like mechanic hands, like thick hands, are rings on each finger, and each ring has its own little like, it looks like they could be tools if you tried hard enough. Below that, standard level jeans torn in places, a big old belt with a Texas style belt buckle, huge and ostentatious, and leather boots. And he kind of is a gruff, older man, as you would guess. But he has a propensity for building robots. He is a mechanical explorer who builds robots.
And in fact, while we're on that topic, could you please introduce us to QB, your robot assistant?
Yes. QB is aptly named. If Wes is not good at anything, it's naming things. And QB is a cube. It looks like a Rubik's Cube, but it is probably 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot. So it is a 1 foot cube with tiny little cubes that essentially make this up. Each cube articulates independently. How it's held together, you're not sure, but when thrown on the ground, it sort of bounces and springs, and then 2 feet come out of it, no matter what side it is angled onto. And then arms can come out of different places and other functional tools.
Cute.
Very nice.
Adorable.
All right, next we will move on to G.
Hello. Today we see a younger woman, decidedly much younger than the old man Wes. She probably looks to be mid-20s, probably like around 25. Her name is Electra, and she is an impulsive explorer who controls gravity. And she wears a basic simple like long leather jacket, leather clothing underneath for her armor, and she has like a little like silver metallic like implant on the side of her head, and she has short like white blonde hair, cut very short and styled in a very cool look, I think. And and she doesn't really carry much on her. She has like a small backpack with some things on her. And what kind of weapons does she carry? She's got a blaster and what looks like a sword on her back as well. And she looks to be packing very light for this mission. Yeah, and that's Electra.
Okay, next we will move on to Prof. Prof, tell us about Captain Dirk.
So Dirk Templeton, he's wearing the awesomest of flight leather jackets. It looks like it may have left the Imperium Starfleet when he did, and it's got a lot of there are a lot of bits added to it, and obvious insignias have been removed. As his career hit the sticks. He is an exiled explorer, and he pilots Starcraft. He is very much looks like he's from the everyone's interpretation of what the future looked like circa 1975. He looks a lot like Starbuck in the original Battlestar Galactica.
Nice.
And he's got a pistol in a drop leg holster. He has a determined look on his face and a sort of a shaggy mullet.
Okay, love it. And finally, Red, tell us about Donovan.
Hi, I'm playing Donovan. He is not copyright infringement of a certain Star Wars character look-alike. He mainly uses his fist, and he's ready to fight the Imperium due to their involvement in trying to enslave his people.
So, if you could do me a favor, give a quick physical description so we know which thinly veiled Star Wars reference this is.
Yes, he is hairy, almost Yeti-like in appearance, and he loves to play holographic chess. In fact, he has a set with him everywhere he goes.
All right, so the 4 of you comprise Yellow Team. This is one of 6 teams, as I said before, infiltrating Singularity Base. Your job, your goal, is to disable or destroy all of the Imperium ships in the hangar of Singularity Base. Most of these ships are one-person fighters known as daggers, but your spies have informed you that there should be at least one transport ship as well. And this is intended to transport the general of the station, General Conwell, and his super weapon prototype, once it's completed, off of the planet and back to Imperium headquarters. So that is your job. We fade in on the 4 of you making your way down a winding metal hallway. It looks like it should be clean and impressionless like you would expect, but because Singularity Base is on a swamp world, and every once in a while they do have to open the doors for one reason or another. A lot of swampy air from outside gets cycled into the base, so it is in fact just as hot and humid inside as it generally is outside. You can also smell kind of the buildup of fuel fumes and chemical fumes. So it is making things a little difficult. So I will tell you now that all might and speed tasks are going to be hindered by 1 level. So there will be 1 level more difficult than they normally would be.
This is different to in the years when I worked for the Imperium, press ganged. Back in my day, they could afford to put the AC on. A couple of dehumidifiers.
Now, you would guess that the base's air circulation system is probably more focused on extracting the pollutants so that the buildup happens as slow as possible, rather than making people comfortable, with which you assume they have no interest whatsoever.
It's just poor management, if you ask me.
All the service mechs are on strike. They had a better trade union than us.
And sorry, Trevor, you said we're heading down, as in we're heading like we're on level, because you said I'm imagining like a ramp going down. But
no, I'm sorry, no. You are on a level corridor. Okay. It's just very long and winding.
Okay.
I would like everyone please to make me a difficulty 2 perception check. If you do not have perception, it is intellect.
And you said all speed and might are 1 extra difficulty?
Yeah, but not intellect, so not perception.
Gotcha.
Difficulty 2.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh. Nice.
Difficulty somewhere. Difficulty
base difficulty's up the top.
I see it.
Okay.
Nailed it.
So, Prof, you are a little bit too distracted, lost in your memories of being part of the Imperium and being on the other side of this. The other 3 of you, however, start to hear some voices from up ahead and around a corner that kind of sound like they are filtered through something electronic. You can't quite make out what they are, but there are definitely multiple voices.
Are there places along this hallway to take cover?
In the hallway itself, not really. The walls are very, very plain. There are no doors here. This is just a corridor into someplace else. But you can see about 30 feet ahead of you, the corridor takes a turn to the left, and it is from around that corner that you're starting to hear the voices.
Is that the only way to go, is left?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone behind me.
Say, Electra, because you rolled so well on your perception roll, you can tell it sounds like there are about 4 of them.
Sounds like there's about 4 of them, guys. You hear that?
Yeah, it's a standard patrol. We'll be coming around here every half hour. We were just shit for luck.
Well, we're gonna have to take them out, by the sounds of it.
Quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, quiet.
Okay. If everyone
Yes, Donovan, quiet.
Quiet. If everyone could please make me stealth checks. If you don't have stealth, this is speed-based, so it is going to be hindered by 1 level. You'll find that down at the bottom of the all-in-one dialogue.
I'm sorry, Trevor. Can you repeat that?
Sure.
What am I making?
So you're making a stealth check.
Stealth. Okay.
If you don't have stealth, it's speed. And because it's speed, once you open the all-in-one dialogue, if you go down to the bottom, you'll see eased by or hindered by.
Underneath additional modifiers, it should say difficulty modifier.
Yeah, difficulty modifier, eased by. So just make that hindered by 1.
And what's the base difficulty?
The base difficulty is going to be, again, 2.
2.
Hindered by 1.
Wah, wah.
It's all those cogs, dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like I'm wearing chainmail.
Great in a knife fight, but
Success for Electra. Success for me.
Okay, so everyone except Wes makes that. So Wes, it's not so much that you are not particularly stealthy, but it's QB has chosen a very inopportune time to remind you about that it will need its batteries changed soon.
Of course. Quite inconvenient.
Right?
Okay, so since everyone else is stealthed and my robot companion has become a hindrance in this moment, can I opt for the opposite of stealth? In being very obviously here?
Sure.
I would like to hit one of the myriad hidden buttons on QB, causing him to completely disassemble all of the individual Rubik's Cubes, and then they're scattered like marbles, and then I, being clearly elderly, at least as far as everyone else can see, am confused and slowly picking up the pieces and muttering to myself when whoever comes around the corner comes around the corner.
Okay. So you do that. You can hear that the conversation kind of stops quickly. You guess someone probably heard do you hear anything? But these being pretty dumb Imperial troopers, who absolutely have no connection to a certain weather phenomenon based trooper. You don't hear any movement, but you do. You also don't hear them go back to talking.
Do we, specifically I, know of any of the other personnel, preferably science or robotics people that may be here in the facility?
You know that General Conwell, who is he's kind of the leader of this base and the head researcher of the super weapon. He obviously has many technicians with him, some scientists, some researchers, some engineers, but most of them are basically mooks.
Okay, so no one has like a standout name other than that. In that case, he just continues with this charade of picking this up, and his mutterings include things like, "Oh no, this is not good. The general will be the most displeased. I have to get this," and he's trying to assemble everything as if he may be one of the general's crack team of weapon makers.
Okay, so you do kind of stumble around the corner as you're picking up the bits of QB.
Hands and knees the whole time, just looking as pathetic as possible.
And you do see, as you turn the corner, probably about 50 feet ahead of you or so, you do in fact see 4 Imperium troopers. You see their silver armor gleams in what really should be the sanitized white fluorescent light of this hallway. And as they see you, you hear them cock their blasters and hold them up to you and shout, "Freeze!"
He looks up at them while still continuing to like gather things together. Gentlemen, I don't have time for this. I must. I've been on my way. I have to get this to the general post haste. It's a new thing that I'm working on for the weapon. If you could please gather some of these pieces. And he just continues to not move forward, but scoop together QB.
So the other three of you hear Wes actively beckon the troopers to come closer. What are you doing?
I'm getting my fist ready to pounce.
Okay.
Yeah, I will pull out my plasma saber.
Okay.
Drawing of weapons.
Okay. Wes, make me please an intellect check. Anything you have related to deception would certainly come into play here.
Nothing. So intellect check.
Yep.
Difficulty 2.
Yep.
Okay. No hindrances. Can I argue that QB's disassembly is an asset?
Sure.
Great. How about a 20?
There you go.
How about the best number you can roll?
All right. So for those of you unfamiliar with the Cypher system, when you roll a natural 20, you get what's called a major effect. What that major effect is a conversation between the player and the GM. Also, for future reference, if Mike had spent any points on that roll, he would get them back as a result of rolling the 20. So, Mike, what is Wes's best possible outcome of what he's doing?
Man, how do they react so far to what he's doing?
They are make me a perception check, difficulty 4.
Okay. So intellect,
just a thought.
Intellect difficulty 4, just so I can see what's going on here. I don't see.
Okay.
Just a thought, but what happens if bits of QB get taken back to the control room and can network themselves with the mainframe?
So he doesn't see what they're doing. He continues to play this ruse, and I guess with only seeing them say freeze, his perfect scenario is that at least one of them, if not more, is genuinely confused by this display and begins helping to pick up the pieces.
Sure. We'll say that 2 of the 4 troopers come down the hall. Are you still in the corner, or have you gone totally around the corner? If they come to help you, will they see your teammates?
I guess it depends on how are they hidden. I guess if there's nowhere to hide.
No, they're just
everyone's behind me.
Yeah, if there's nowhere to hide in the corridor, I think QB would be around the corner, so they could see my ass. Like my companions would see my ass, but the rest of the guys would see me like reaching around the corner, scooping things up. So if they came fully around behind me, they would see my companions. Okay.
At this point, I am going to offer Donovan a GM intrusion.
What are those?
So a GM intrusion is how the GM can introduce new elements into the story. If the player accepts the intrusion, then they receive 2 experience points, one of which they must give to another player.
Ooh.
The player can also spend an experience point in order to refuse the GM intrusion. For those of you more familiar with like other systems like Dungeons and Dragons or things like that, you need a total of 16 XP to go from one tier to the next. So the XP, each one is much more valuable in terms of the system. Okay, so Donovan has accepted the intrusion and given the additional one to Wes, which is even excellent because what actually happens as the 2 troopers come over, they seem very disgruntled. They are willing to help you, but they're absolutely not pleased with it. So one of them kind of, shoves you out of the way with his arm and his blaster and comes around the corner and sees the other 3. What the? Everybody freeze!
Slice. And days.
I immediately punch.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Abilities.
So again, this so the way initiative works in Cypher is it's not in just straight up numeric order. Anyone who rolls higher than the opponent gets to go before them in whatever order they wish. Anyone who rolls lower gets to go after them. As we have a very, very nice, let's see, begin combat. There we go. There we go.
Easy.
Okay. So we have 4 Imperium troopers against the 4 of you. Donovan, you are in fact, well, okay, you and Wes are up first. So
Nice.
given the given that it's not really easy for you to communicate with each other without shouting past the troopers who are going to hear you, what are each of you going to do?
I'm going to sucker punch the first guy who said freeze to
Okay.
us.
Okay. Wes?
Is there one close? One of them hit me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he is in fact the one that as he hit you, he kind of walked, pushed you and walked at the same time, which is how he got around the corner and saw those guys.
Great. Is the other one who was assisting picking up QB close to me? You said there was 2 that were assisting. Okay, cool.
Yes.
I get to use QB as an asset for combat rolls. So 2 things happens. He has one of the cubes in his hand, let's say, for narrative purposes, and clicks one of the faces that is inherently a button. And then all of the pieces of QB sort of magnetize to the closest person to me. And then one of the myriad rings that are on me, very much like one bird-based sidekick, I press a button inside the ring and it expands into a spear, and I just stab that guy with it. So that's the asset and the attack.
Okay, so we're going to resolve Donovan's first.
Yes.
So Donovan, I need you to make a combat check. If you're using your fists, I believe those are under your combat attacks. Again, remember that this is hindered by 1 step as it is a might-based attack. So your base difficulty is 2, but again, it is hindered by 1. Now, remember it. Yep. Okay. But you have failed. So you go to sock this guy, but you are you are momentarily distracted by the fact that your teammates are still trying to hide behind you, and you make a much better door than a window. So you are kind of splitting your attention between blocking them and trying to get this guy, and so the shot does not land. Wes, let's go to you. You are going to pop this guy with a spear.
Yeah. So 1 asset for QB, 1 hindrance for
correct
everything else. Wow. Wee zowie.
Wow.
Guys.
Okay, this is
I'm the heavy combat character.
Yep. All right, so next up is the trooper Wes that still is back around the corner of the hallway with his gun trained on you. And he is going to, you have attacked him. So at this point, you have declared war. He is going to raise his blaster up and shoot at you. Please make me a speed defense roll, difficulty 2. And again, much like all might and speed rolls, it is hindered.
Is this me or Donovan?
You.
Okay. Okay. Difficulty, might, and this is hindered. Hell yeah.
Okay. It was speed defense, but that's okay. You passed it anyway.
I'm sorry.
Yep, that's fine. Avoiding attacks in Cypher, physical attacks, is almost always a speed defense roll because you are getting out of the way. Might defense is for things like resisting poisons, and intellect defense is for resisting mental-based attacks. So, Wes, as this guy is firing at you, what do you do to get out of the way?
Barrel roll. I'm on all fours picking up robot pieces. So yeah, I never stood up. So I just roll out of the way.
Okay. And now we go to number 1. Because they're not in it yet. Number 1 is going to take a shot at at Donovan, because he's got a big, hairy, tough-looking thing in his face. Donovan, what are you going to try to do to get out of it?
I'm going to use my speed defense, and I'm going to like basically barrel roll towards him to get closer at the same time.
Okay. Make me a speed defense roll, difficulty 2, hindered.
1, 2.
There you go.
Hey.
Okay, so you managed to dodge out of the way, thankfully not in a way that will expose your friends to being hit by it. But conveniently enough, that makes it Electra and Dirk's turns.
Ah,
So Electra, what would you like to do?
there's this guy who has put his hands on my buddy and then shot at my other buddy. She was like kind of in a crouch position. She's just gonna stand up and like slice upwards with her plasma saber.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, please make me. So melee weapons in Cypher are either a might or speed roll, your choice. Either way, it's going to be hindered by 1 step. I went ahead and pre-populated your sheets with basically whatever attribute pool was higher. But honestly, that really only matters if you're spending points or if you have another ability that keys off the attribute.
I don't think so. What's my difficulty?
2 with hindered by 1.
Hindered by 1. Well, let's hope that's right. Let's go. Failed. Damn it.
Yep. Okay, so you slice out with the plasma saber, but this guy he's still kind of jumping back from avoiding Donovan's attack, and you misjudge the distance, and so you just kind of whiff the open air in front of him. Dirk.
Yeah, looks like a job for the totally not Blast Tech Industries DL44. Completely different copyright, or it's the Space China knockoff.
Yep. Okay, so you're going to attempt to hit him in the face with a laser beam.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, make your roll. Difficulty 2, hindered.
Difficulty 2, hindered by just another 1. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Ranged weapons, again, for those of you that are not familiar with Cypher, are almost always a speed roll. There we go. All right. So,
Old Faithful's a good luck charm.
Yeah. When you roll a natural 20 in combat, you can either choose to do 4 extra damage, as you can see on the chat log, or you can have a major effect like we discussed earlier. So, what would you like to do?
I like to do the old skill shot of blind one guy with the laser beam whilst ripping it into the into the other guy's chest, kind of like bending light.
Okay. Do you want to hit the first guy, the guy that's in front of you, or the guy that's over with Wes?
The guy that's with Wes, because I can use an ability to make him take extra damage. He's already got speared once, right?
He has not actually been hit. Neither of them have been hit.
Okay.
They've both been swung at. They just haven't been hit. All right. So you are doing 4 points to number 2. And makes his that. All right. And yes, you have you kind of shoot right by the first trooper's visor. So he is in fact going to miss his next action, recovering from it. And you do, your blaster careens off a particularly shiny and well-polished spot in the wall that you happen to see. Wes, you see a blaster bolt come from somewhere over there, coming from the wall, it looked like, and kind of, it hits the trooper in the shoulder, and it kind of spins him around. You can see that he is injured, but he is certainly still standing up.
Perfect. I repeat the same trick as the last time. Because moves are actions, correct?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. To go over the movement rules real quick, Cypher just works in ranges. There's immediate, which is anything up to about 10 feet, short, which is about anything up to about 50, long and very long, which do the math. You can move an immediate distance and make an attack in the same action. You can move a short distance as your action. You can move a short distance and attempt to take an action as part of a single turn, but you need to make a difficulty 4 speed check to do it.
I'm going to move in my current distance and just stand up so that I'm not on the ground anymore.
Okay.
So I'm going to attack with my spear.
Okay.
With a asset for QB and a hindrance by, was it the oppressive heat in here?
Yep.
Roll. Jesus Christmas. All right, let's have it.
Okay. So GM intrusions, again, like I said, the player, any player can spend 1 XP to refuse a GM intrusion, even one. In fact, you can spend an XP to re-roll a roll, which will counteract a GM intrusion for 1. Would you like to take the GM intrusion, or would you like to spend the XP to re-roll?
You know what? It's too early for your shenanigans. I will spend the XP since I just got one.
Okay, so then
I'll
just
put that down to 1. Yeah.
and
then
then
I'll do that roll again.
Yeah, just the little die in the chat box right below where it says, "Yep," just re-roll that.
How convenient.
There we go.
Hell yeah.
Better.
Cool. So he takes 4 points of damage.
Okay, so what happens is you go to stab up with your spear staff, realize that that's exactly where he's expecting it, and kind of do a really cool twist move.
Yeah.
And attack him on the other side.
Yeah.
He is wearing the armor absorbs most but not all of the blow. He is still standing, but he's not looking real good. Donovan. You're on mute.
I'm gonna go in and try to punch that guy again.
Okay.
Geared by 1.
Punch him good.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hope.
Woo! All right.
Expectations were set a little too high.
XP expectations.
I am going to spend
That's a new t-shirt.
I'm going to spend the XP point.
Okay. There you go.
Yes.
So you go to punch him. The guy tries to feint, and unfortunately he feinted just in the direction that your swing was going anyway. So you managed to clobber him. That's 4 points of damage, which takes him down to that. Okay.
Added 2 additional because of my Fist of Fury ability.
Yeah, so that's base damage. So that's already factored into your base damage.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Again, just so your hand is buzzing a little bit because you just punched someone in metal armor. On the other hand, you can see that he staggers back and he has absolutely been hurt by this. The trooper West that is facing off against you is going to you're right up in his face. He's going to take a blaster to your face.
That's rough.
So unlike in some other systems, making a ranged attack at point blank range is actually an asset to the roll rather than a hindrance. So you are making its base difficulty 2. It's now hindered by 2 steps.
Wait.
One for the heat, and one because he basically has gun up to your face and is firing.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Success. Get wrecked, guy.
Dude.
Wow.
Okay.
Awesome.
So, as he's about to fire, you go, "Ooh, another piece of QB," and you duck, and the bolt goes right over your head.
Actually, I think because he has pieces of QB all over him, right? It senses that, and it reaches out one of its limbs out of the cube that's closest, and hits the little band on my hat, and the hat just goes down over the face, and it glances off the side.
Okay. I believe so. Just because I don't see it here in the chat box, I do believe that QB will also give you an asset on defense rolls.
It doesn't say it in the robot assistant. It says on your action, if the artificial assistant is next to you, it serves for an asset of 1 attack on your turn.
Okay,
Is all it specifically says.
Okay. Yep. Okay, fair enough. So that was him. The other 2 troopers have now come and joined the fight. One of them is going to join. Basically, one of them is going to join each one. So what had been 2 groups of 1 are now 2 groups of 2. The one that is coming up with his buddy against you, Wes, is also going to take another point blank blaster shot.
Okay.
So please give me again speed difficulty.
Same one.
Yep, difficulty 2, hindered by 2.
If I just click that reroll button in the chat, that
should be fine.
Right, cool. Hell yeah, get wrecked,
Okay.
guy.
Nice.
So with the 19, you get a minor effect, which is not as good as a major effect. But what would you like to have happen?
Let's see. I feel like a major effect would be knocking the gun out of his hand. Can I just headbutt him?
On a major effect, you can't really make an attack. But what I can say is that basically you reach out and kind of elbow the gun.
Yeah.
So he is going to take. He's going to be hindered by 1 next turn in attack.
Yeah. Same basic
He's got to
principle.
adjust his grip.
Cool.
He demoralizes him by dodging a point blank shot twice.
Yeah, twice.
Neener. All right. The guy that comes up around the corner sees 3 of you, and one of you is much bigger and more imposing than the other 2. So that certainly qualifies as the primary target. Donovan, please make me a speed defense roll, difficulty 2, hindered by 1.
Go through? Uh-oh.
Nope.
There
you go. All right. Yeah, so he, again, you are bobbing and weaving with this other guy who is distracted by Dirk's shot, so he misses his next turn. And now we are on to Electra and Dirk.
Okay. Mr. All Knowledgeable GM of Cypher. How big are these?
Yeah, keep up for Noah.
They are human sized.
Okay. Can I? These 2 new dudes are coming around the corner.
No, one of them came around the corner to join his buddy, who was the one that got blinded by Dirk's shot. There are 2 facing the 3 of you. 2 are facing off against Wes.
Okay. Let me know if I can do this. Sure. I'm going to activate because I control gravity in the future here. As this other dude comes around the corner, I'm going to use my push ability, and she kind of just spins her hands around and pushes out with her hand. She's going to push the dude in front of Wes, and she's going to try and push him into the dude who just came around the corner in an attempt to knock him off his game for the round.
I guess it does in any direction you wish. Okay. Yeah. You can absolutely do that. So now you're going to click the little D20 next to the push ability.
Mm-hmm.
It is difficulty 2. It is not hindered because it's an intellect task.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
There you go.
Woohoo!
Okay. So yeah. You you push the guy. He kind of stumbles a little bit because he was not expecting it.
Yeah.
He kind of stumbles into the new guy that came around. So both of them are going to be, you will have an asset in dodging both of them next turn. So you don't actually do any damage.
No. Yes.
But yeah, but you have knocked them both off their game.
So who has the advantage on?
You will have an asset on dodging them.
Asset on dodge. Okay.
And it's just for next turn.
Okay.
Dirk, what do we got?
Keep shooting them.
Okay. So yeah, actually, you will also have another asset on hitting them because they are distracted. Okay. So please make me a speed difficulty 2 or a blaster difficulty 2.
Yeah.
The asset and the hindrance cancel each other out, so you're just rolling it straight up. Boom. Okay. Are you going for the one that was already there and was blinded, or the new guy that just came around?
New guy.
Okay.
Sucks to be late to the party.
Right? So yeah, he comes around the corner. Electra kind of pushes his buddy into him, and then you blast him in the face. It's kind of a humiliating day for him. Okay, and we are back to Donovan.
All right. I'm going to quickly grab out my greater hammer and whack it across the guy I've been attacking.
Love it.
Okay.
Let's go.
Base difficulty 2.
Yep. Hindered by 1.
Nice.
Smashy, smashy. All right. Are you putting your all into this?
Yes.
Okay. So you swing this great hammer around. Electra and Dirk kind of know to duck a little bit because this is not the first time you all have worked together. You slam it into the side of his head. He flies sideways into the wall. And when you bring your hammer back, you can see that that helmet is dented in severely uncomfortable ways. He is not going to be an issue any longer.
Sweet. That's what she says. Sweet.
Nice. Okay, Wes.
The guy I have been attacking that has QB all over him is still in play here. All right, cool.
Yep. He's looking pretty messed up though.
Great.
He's the guy I staggered into the other dude.
No, you staggered basically the two new guys into each other.
Oh, okay, sure.
So hindered by 1 asset for QB. Hey-ya!
Okay. Yeah, just got
success? It. Okay, cool.
Yep.
So he takes 4 points of damage.
He takes enough points of damage.
Yeah.
So you have your spear staff. So you've been trying to hit him with the staff end of it. And then you realize, oh wait, the other end's pointy.
It's pointy on there. Yeah, of course.
And you actually managed to get the point of the spear into the seam between two of his plates of armor.
Hell yeah.
You hear a gurgled groan from inside the armor, and then he drops.
Perfect. And I immediately turn to face the next closest person.
Okay. So that is the second, or no, the new trooper that just got shoved into his buddy. He sees his other buddy go down, and he is going to, because they have, what do they have? Come on. Oh yeah, no, okay, yeah, all they have is the blaster. Got it. So yes, he's going to take another point blank shot at you. He is, however, distracted from the push, so you get one asset and 2 hindrances.
Okay. Get wrecked.
Yep. Yes. So you.
I cannot be shot in the face.
Yeah, you managed to not get shot in the face again. I swear, these weather phenomenon troopers, man.
He has the ability, no face shooty.
The beard prevents me from being shot in the face.
Yes, there you go.
They don't know where the chin is.
I love it. Okay, we're up to the other guy menacing the three of you, and I am going to propose an intrusion to Electra.
Hmm. Hmm. Sure, I'll take it.
Okay, give me one moment here because I gotta do the thing and then the thing.
And I will give it to oh, Jesus, you'll even assign the extra
Yep.
point? Holy shit, I'll give it to Dirk.
Okay. Yeah, so the only reason I can't say that he locks eyes with you is because he has a visor down, so you can't actually see his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
But you know that he is looking right at you, and he knows exactly what you just did.
And she goes, she kisses him.
He says, because I kid you not, this is the term they use in the module, Space Wizard! And he blasts at you. I kid you not.
And she goes, where?
Okay, so he is distracted by the push. He is point blank. So
but I have my asset to dodge. I have my asset to dodge.
Yep. So yeah, an asset and 2 hindrances to speed defense.
Okay.
I think the guy would take you out to dinner and a nice movie before throwing out stuff like that.
Speed defense. Oops, what am I doing? Let's roll it. And sorry, what was it? Difficulty
2, 1 asset, 2 hindrances.
1 asset. Let's add an effort to this.
Love it.
And then hindered by 2.
Yep.
Then we will roll it.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Sorry, I'm gonna recant that.
Okay.
I'm going to use my block ability.
So that takes an action to initiate.
Oh, so that can't. Oh, right. It's not my turn.
Yeah.
Right.
So basically, on your turn, you set that up, and then if it comes to your turn again and you haven't blocked anything, you can do something else, and that block will stay active for a minute.
Okay, I've been doing that wrong in other games then. Okay, good to know. And I still use 1 level of effort.
Love it.
By 2. Thank you for clarifying that. Sorry, assets, 1 asset.
So for those of you playing along at home, the reason why we're still differentiating assets and hindrances is because a character is only allowed to get up to 2 assets on any given roll, but things that ease and hinder the roll are different than that. So the math works out the same, but they're kind of categorized differently, so they're counted differently. That being said, Electra, you so you really put some focus into this because you can tell that he is literally now gunning for you.
No pun intended, though.
Oh no, pun completely intended. And yeah, you kind of step to the side as this blast goes by you, and now it's your turn.
Okay, so now I have to use my action to use that, and so that's my action. That correct?
Yes, that is your action. However, I just want to check something real quick here because I believe block only works against. Yes, it works against melee attacks.
Right.
So
I don't have to do that.
Yeah, even with your plasma saber, you cannot block a blaster bolt.
What? Okay.
I know, right? You're only tier 1. Wait a minute.
All right. Sure, fine. Right. So I'm going to she dodges towards him.
Okay.
And slicey dicey again.
Okay.
Any pool, eh?
So I guess so
speed.
Because it is a melee attack, you can use either might or speed. Again, if you aren't spending points on it, it really doesn't matter because it's going to be hindered one step either way. If you want to spend points, then say which pool it comes from. You have one edge in each one, so it's just if you're going to spend points on it, which pool do you want to draw it from?
I'll probably do it from speed.
Okay.
I want to add effort. I do not. I'm not going to add effort for this.
Okay.
I'm still hindered by 2.
Yep.
Okay. Where's the second point coming from?
Oh no, you're hindered by 1.
Okay, yeah, that's 1. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Nice.
18, bitch.
Yep.
And I'll just take the 2 point. Yeah. I don't get an effect.
Yeah. Only on 19 and 20 you get the choice. 17 gets you 1 extra point of damage. 18 gets you 2. Obviously, those only apply in combat. So your plasma saber
ignores 3 points of armor.
Yes, it does. He has no more than 3 points of armor. Would you like to narrate how you got this guy?
Yeah, it's plasma. So she literally goes balls to chin.
Nice.
Teach you to look at me.
How dare you perceive me?
Right?
Yeah, perceive me, will you? So she just kind of like dodges in, and then she just like just up like that.
Nape to neck, man.
Yeah.
All right. Your secret is safe for another round. Dirk, you're up. There's one guy left. Yep, one guy left. He has not been injured.
Good to know.
Yep.
Still base difficulty 2. Nothing else.
You're using your blaster, right?
Yeah.
You are in immediate range, so you will get an asset on this.
Okay, so each by 1, yeah?
Yep, or just one asset and then 1 hindrance.
Okay. So equal, so just equal.
Yeah.
Okay. It'll do.
Love it. Okay. So he, again, you do see that his armor absorbs some of the damage, but not all of it. You kind of wing him in the arm, and he steps back, grabs it, and you can hear the grunt from inside the armor. And that brings back to Donovan.
And I'm just gonna rush him with the Great Warhammer.
Go for it. Nice. Okay. Narrate how you finish off the last one.
As I go in, I do like hit him in the torso and spin him around into the wall.
Okay. Very nice.
And you just hear a crack, a whack, and a hearty crack, as I probably broke multiple bones.
Yeah. Along with what is definitely the sound of bone breaking, you hear a little bit of squelch. We are out of combat. Well done, well done, all. So,
Electra offers a fist bump to everybody. Good job, guys.
Let's strip these guys, find a place to stash the corpses.
Do we have time for that?
We don't want the next patrol finding them. What's our ETA?
So, make me... let me see what you have that might be useful for this. No, nothing really applies. Make me an intellect check, difficulty 5.
Oh, well, that's never going to happen.
Yep.
Could have been worse.
So, unfortunately, it was really kept to the commander of each base what the patrol schedule was like. So it's not that you would know what it was if it was one of the bases that you served on, which this is not. So unfortunately, no, you don't know when.
Without a terminal, I don't know. what they're working on. I could probably slice into a terminal and find the roster, but
I just don't think we have time to find a place to stash these guys because there's no doorways, correct?
Yeah.
Are there terminals around?
Make me a perception check, difficulty 3.
Mm-hmm. So intelligence, difficulty 3. Chow. Nope.
Okay.
Can I check to see if they have any spare energy packs on them, just in case we get in a firefight?
Yeah, you can. Yes, they do have. They have a couple of spare energy packs. They each have 20 shots in them. You can claim one from each of the troopers.
All right, I think everyone grabbed one.
Wait.
So hand them out. Like, you get one, you get one. I'm Oprah right now with energy packs.
Okay.
I think if we're worried about time frame, we should just move.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going down the hall?
Yeah, especially now that we've been discovered.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why we take those dudes' armor.
I'm not going to fit in that.
I don't think I'm going to fit in either. I mean, I grab a helmet and put it on top of my head. Doesn't fit.
Okay.
And some of them are a little juicy inside.
So you go
That's
down the hall.
usually how you get it.
So the hall goes about another 50 or 60 feet down. There's a turn to the right, and you're presented with 3 things. One, right in front of you is a large set of security doors. Second, off to your right, there is a terminal. 3, on that terminal is a blinking red light.
Is it a happy red or a scary red?
I'm going to go right to the terminal.
Yeah.
Okay. Make me an intellect check, difficulty. Actually, I'm going to say that your inability comes into play on this because you have an inability for anything involving patience, willpower, or discipline.
Me?
You're talking to me?
Yes. Yeah, to Electra.
Okay.
Yeah, talking to Electra, because you're really trying to concentrate and see what this is. So you're going to make this. You're going to make a patience, willpower, or discipline roll base difficulty of 3.
Okay. Hello. Base difficulty of 3.
And the inability will already deal with the hindrance.
Okay.
And it is an intellect roll, so nothing for the environment.
Success.
Okay. So yeah, you manage to focus yourself, even though like the rest of the buttons are really, really shiny and sparkly. If you had to guess, this is probably an alarm.
Yeah. I don't like the looks of that blinking red light. Can you shut off any kind of silent alarm there, Wes?
I'm gonna go right up to that thing and take a crack at it.
Okay. So you go. So what
can
are
I
you
help
trying
at
to?
all? I have training in sensors and comms tech.
Well, I'm gonna expend my ability. I have an ability called Data Jack. So with computer access, you jack in instantly and learn a bit more about something you can see. You get an asset on any task involving further use of that object.
Okay. So the first thing you see is that you can use the terminal to open the doors, but it is keyword protected. It is key protected, so you will have to basically hack it.
Mm-hmm.
You also do see that the alarm. You could probably shut off the alarm, but anyone who saw it would probably still be wary.
Okay.
So the alarm has done its job, but you could shut it off to, well, not have it do it anymore.
Because we're fine. Everything's fine here.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. I will do that. Is there anything else that the the terminal displays? Is there any other information that is accessible on this?
Not without basically trying to hack it.
Cool. I assume those are 2 separate roles.
For the doors and for accessing the system, you mean?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And is it a separate role again for disabling the alarm?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So let's start with the alarm.
Okay.
So let me just double check something here. Equipment, abilities. Okay. So it doesn't. So my robot assistant, I have a level 2 robot assistant. It says you and the GM work out the details of the robot. I'll make rolls for it when it takes actions, and it gives me an asset on attacks. Does it give me an asset on being my assistant? Like assisting me?
Yes, I will say that it does. Okay. It does give you an asset on that.
Okay.
And you get the asset from the data jack, so you've got 2 assets. It is a difficulty 4. And you'll use at least one of your skills on here.
Yeah, I have a skill in computers.
Yeah. And in fact, so I'm going to say that you can also make use of the identifying or understanding machines.
Oh, great.
So
I think
it's difficulty 4.
I think I'm maxed out at 2 assets.
2 assets, right? And you're essentially specialized in this.
Okay.
Which should, if you look over at the summary, this should bring its final difficulty down to 0.
Yeah. You said it was difficulty 4?
Yes.
I'm gonna roll just in case I roll a 1 or a 20.
Okay.
I'm gonna change my ability to specialize just so it counts that.
Sure. Okay.
Or I guess it would be trained and then eased by 1 would be the same effect.
Sure.
So roll.
Okay.
Great. I succeed.
Okay.
Cool. So yeah, I will disable the alarm. And then next step is opening the door. So I guess I'll just roll the exact same thing.
Do you want to use your data jack again to get an asset on it?
Yeah, sure. I will spend. Let me see here. Ability. Alt click. And I'll re-roll that. Success.
Yep.
And I'll spend data jack again to hack the planet.
Okay.
A nat 20. That's the one we wanted.
The swamp is drained. The weapon is deactivated.
So yeah, the alarm deactivates. The door is like there's like that mechanical whir of whatever lock mechanism. You hear that. So that when we walk close, it goes. And then I hack the whole planet.
You do, in fact. So yes, you get the schematics to the entire base, which I will not put up here because that's going to involve a lot of copying and pasting from Adobe.
Sure.
You do also, you can see, I'll at least give you this one. Let me do that. Okay, so I'm going to change this. I'm going to have to save that. Sorry, guys.
Do what you need to do.
Yep. Was not expecting that, not 20.
It's okay. It happens.
Mm-hmm.
Infrequently.
Right. Okay. Yes, that's the one. Okay, so you should all now see on the title screen the map of your mission.
I do see that.
You are currently at the security doors near Y1, where I am currently pinged.
Okay. So yeah, I pull this up and we see a schematic overlay of the hangar here. Where is our ultimate goal?
Your ultimate goal is to disable the spacecraft, which are all here in the large hangar area.
Great. So I have a major effect. Can I?
This was the major effect.
Oh, pulling this up. Okay, cool.
Yeah. The fact that you got like all of the information.
Got it. Cool. I'm tempted I'm tempted to try again. To like lock the door. I guess all the other doors eventually feed into that room anyway, so by some means. Okay, cool. So yeah, I show everybody this schematic, and I think that's that.
Okay. So you can now go through the security doors here. It's a bit blurry because of the screen cap that I got, but those two rooms with the small text do in fact say bathroom.
Right.
Sweet.
You can tell they're not a military organization based on a navy, or it would be head.
Yeah.
Right.
So where would you all like to go now?
So does the map tell us what Y2 and Y3 are?
No.
Okay. Well, can we move forward to there at least? And can we try and perceive what's down towards Y2?
Sure. Make me a stealth check. Difficulty 3 with 1 hindrance. Nice. Okay, so you start to go around this corner, and you can see a table, and you can see a chair around it that has someone in it. They are not paying any attention to you. They are paying attention to whatever's on the table.
Okay.
So they have not noticed you, but there is definitely someone there.
Okay. Are they in armor? Like the last dudes?
No.
Okay.
They are in what you would probably guess would be a flight suit.
Okay. She's gonna motion to the others, like one down that way, and she's gonna suggest that we stealth across and make for the hangar bay.
Okay. Everyone going along with that plan?
Yeah, you mean like going up over?
Like basically, just crossing over to there.
Yeah, bypassing him and going to the door.
Yeah. So still difficulty 2.
No, it's difficulty 3. And you are hindered because it's a speed task.
Yeah. Do I have to roll again?
No, you're good.
Okay.
I'm going to say that you went across and then communicated that with hand signals because you're like 20 feet away.
Is this individual facing us, or is their back to us? Or...
he's kind of side on.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh no.
So I will say, Red, you can re-roll that for an XP if you want. It doesn't have to be a 1. Or you can just take it.
Gonna just take it because I'm gonna save that XP for emergency.
Yeah. Be all rot row in a Scooby-Doo style.
Yeah.
And then have the guy chase you amongst multiple doors.
So you do see the guy, he kind of spots you out of the corner of his eye and looks over to you, and his eyes get really wide and his mouth kind of drops, and you see him mouth what is probably "oh shit," and then he turns back to the table and says, "Book it." And he and then 3 other guys also in flight suits, all, as you are looking at it, all disappear past the door going to your right.
Run! Let's go. Go try taking off.
I chase him.
Okay.
Highly trained guys, you know.
So yes, you are there. Okay, so yes, you can get into the room as a short movement.
All right. Do I have any of them still line in sight?
Yes, you can see. So the 4 of them They are standing in front of an elevator with the down button pushed.
I am going to try to aim my laser crossbow and hit the buttons just to fuck with
Nice. Okay. Make me a blaster attack roll. That thing's pretty small. Difficulty 4 with 1 hindrance. Okay. So yeah, you miss badly. You basically can't get. Are you worried about trying to hit them?
No.
Okay. You shoot. You don't connect with anything. But it was really hard for you to get a bead on the control panel because these 4 pilots are basically backed up against the elevator when they see you, galumph in. And they look more scared than anything else.
They should
All
be.
right.
Have you seen the size
Crazy
of
Yeti,
him
don't you know?
and the
Yeah.
hair on him?
Yeah, you'd hate to be his barber.
Yeah.
I
So
am Furby!
hear me beep. I will walk further in the room because I'm just intimidating them now. I'm being the distraction so everyone else can
Okay.
get to the ships at this point.
Oh, the E stands for elevator.
Yes. Okay. You don't have anything to you don't have any skill in intimidation, but I will give you an asset because, well, you're big and hairy and these guys are they're not suited for combat outside of spaceships. So give me a difficulty 3 intellect roll with 1 asset.
Intellect. Okay. 3.
Let's go.
Assets. Where's the assets again?
Down.
Bottom left.
Yeah. Or no, it's hold on.
Middle? Somewhere on the page.
If you go into the combat dialogue, it is 4th down in basic modifiers. So the section at the top left, about halfway down.
1. 16.
Okay. Yeah, they're not going anywhere. You look around. What was attracting the attention of the person who noticed you and all the other pilots looks to be a card game. The cards are thrown on the floor, but there is still a fat stack of cash in the pot.
I grab the credits.
Okay. I'm going to say one of them starts to, starts forward as if to stop you, and then you just kind of fix him with a look.
Hey, not cool, man.
You see nothing.
Yeah.
That was going to send that was going to be next month's tuition for my kid.
Yeah.
Is he the Imperial Academy?
Are you actually asking him that?
Yeah.
Not yet. It's a prep school.
Oh, good. Lucky he's not in there yet.
Are you going to give me the money back because he's in prep school?
I throw coins.
Thanks.
Stay in school, kids.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you leaving with most of the cash and giving him a pittance?
Yep.
Okay. So the rest of you there's really no point in being stealthy anymore, at least not for this area. So what are the rest of you doing while Donovan is off making friends and influencing people?
I'm assuming trying to get through that door going into Y4 if we have to.
That is another set of security doors. So there's another panel that will need to be hacked.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Hacker voice, I'm in.
Let me see here. I'll spend a point for Data Jack,
Okay.
and then I'll go find that roll from earlier.
So it's you're specialized. You have an asset from Data Jack, and you have an asset from QB.
Yep.
So it comes down to a difficulty 0 if you don't want to bother rolling.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll just in case I nat 20 it or nat 1 it.
Nat 1 it.
Nat 1.
God damn it.
You know, there's always that. Is what it is. You know, I said no previously. I'll say yes to this one. I won't.
Okay.
I won't spend an XP.
So as you're there, coming around the corner from Y3, is an Imperial technician. He's got like, the orange jumpsuit on, and he has what looks like a cred stick in his hand. He looks like he's going into the room where the card game was.
Perfect.
But then he sees you and runs.
Towards the card game?
No, he runs back towards Y3.
Wes looks to Electra and goes, "God damn it! I just canceled the alarm. Can you deal with that?"
Can I shoot the guy in the knee without moving?
No.
Boring.
Now I will say, you still hack the door.
Oh, great.
Because just like a 20 is not an automatic success, a 1 is not an automatic failure.
Great.
You still do what you tried to do. It's just now you have this to deal with.
Great. Yeah, so he says that to Electra, that he just cleared the security alarm, and asks her to deal with that.
And she's like, he's gone.
Yeah. All right. The door opens.
The door opens. You are standing on a balcony. The hangar the floor of the hangar is about 30 feet. No, I'm sorry. 15 feet. 15 feet below you.
I see the need for the elevator now.
There are some people milling around, technicians and some technicians, some troopers, a couple of pilots. They don't seem to have noticed you until your technician friend comes running out, just basically right at ground level, right to your right here where I'm pinging, and starts yelling, "Intruders! Intruders!"
Looks like we have the high ground, to quote who was that great philosopher dude? He said that he had the high ground. Scottish fella. Right, let's kill them all.
Okay.
And a question about our mission here.
Yes.
How do we know how we were supposed to take out this hangar?
Yes, you do. I'm sorry, I did forget to tell you this. You do actually each have an explosive device, an explosive charge.
I would like to do bullshit, Trevor.
Okay, random bullshit, go.
So I would like to hit a button on QB, which causes him to disassemble and link together in a long line. That then waterfalls down over the edge of the balcony. And if we're going with a 1 foot by 1 foot cube, and arguing that a Rubik's Cube is typically 3 by 3, each cube is 4 inches, and for a total of 27 cubes, it's 9 feet. 9 feet. So we have a 9-foot QB rope to get us the 15 feet halfway down.
You needed a bigger QB, dude. Oh. We could have had a QB ladder.
If only someone had climbing gear.
Yeah, I don't have climbing gear, so I would like to make a 9-foot QB rope to help ease the descent down here.
Some people need climbing gear. I went to the Spider-Man school
of jumping down 15 feet.
Just Spider-Manning into a hero landing, yada yada yada. Great power, great responsibility, Uncle Ben stuff.
Yep. I fear for your bones.
Yeah. And Electra, as Wes is doing this, Electra just gives him a pat on the shoulder, and she just hops over the edge, and she activates her hover ability, and she just floats to the ground.
Fucking A.
All right. So let's see.
Is there a difficulty for that?
I don't believe so.
Because it just cost me my 2 intellect points. It doesn't say I need to make a roll or anything.
No, because you are not trying to affect a thing that in general does not want to be affected, because gravity doesn't count. You don't really need to make a roll for this.
Okay. But it cost me my 2 points. So should I still roll so it deducts the 2 points?
Oh, you can minus on your character sheet.
Oh, I can do that?
Yeah, you can just simply,
you can alt click.
Yeah, if you hold down Alt and click on the roll, the D20, it'll just pay the cost and then you're done.
Oh, what the fuck? Alt click.
There you go.
Holy shit!
See, you see what I've been talking about for months now.
You and I've been talking about for months. Okay, okay, Trevor. Okay.
It's a better system. I get it.
Okay.
Trevor, as this is happening, does the elevator finally show up for us over at Y2?
Sure.
Can I charge into the elevator?
Tell them to stay, and he goes in.
Yeah, make me this one will be easy. Make me a speed check difficulty 2, but with the 1 hindrance.
See if you can beat them in.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, it's that or it's worse, or he does. He smashes them in along with him.
Okay. So yeah, you can either shoulder check past them, or you can bull rush them into the elevator with you. Which one would you like?
Shoulder check.
Okay. Yeah, you basically elbow them out of the way. You get in the elevator. You turn around. You go.
If you want to see your kid, don't follow.
Yeah. They stay there. You see 2 buttons on the elevator, UL and LL. And there's a little plaque on the side of the archway where you came into the elevator that says UL.
Lower level, LL.
Okay. Okay, so you're taking the elevator down. Electra's hovering down. Wes, you are climbing QB down?
Correct.
Okay. Could you please make me a might check difficulty 3?
With QB as an asset?
Yes.
Great. I succeed.
Okay. Now make me a speed check, difficulty 2.
Is that with QB or?
No, that is without QB.
Okay.
It's not might defense. It's just click the button click the D20 next to your might attribute.
Oh, did I roll my defense dumb?
Dumb. It doesn't matter. You aren't trained in or anything anyway.
And is that with the hindrance?
Yes.
Okay, 2 hindered by 1. Nope.
Okay. So you want to go for the 3-point landing because back in the old vids that you used to watch when you were a kid 150 years ago.
Right.
The superhero movies did this really cool thing.
It's the cool way to do it. Yeah.
Right. You try. Unfortunately, you land on your knee wrong. You do take 1 point of damage, which comes away from your might. Armor does not help with this.
Great. I don't think I have any.
But yes, you are, and you will have to. You will have to take basically the equivalent of an immediate movement, the move that you would do as part of another action,
Sure.
to stand up.
Okay. Yeah, I think what it was is he got to the bottom of the rope, and there's a combination of having to let go, but also hit the button to disassemble and reassemble QB at the bottom.
Yep.
And that got overcomplicated, and he didn't stick.
All those old-fashioned gym class excuses, but with a robot.
Yeah.
All right, and then Dirk. How's Dirk getting down?
What? 15-foot free climb? How? What does the wall of the flight bay look like? What is it hewn out of?
Yeah, the hangar bay is actually lined with heat resistant tiles.
Yeah.
The seams are very, very small because this thing has to, they have to survive. Spacecraft taking off.
But if you've climbed the disco wall with sound deadening tiles on a similar class carrier for a bet, could be doable.
It's doable, yes. It will, however, be extremely difficult.
Yeah.
It is going to be a might or climbing if you have it.
Yeah.
Difficulty 5.
Yeah.
And you are still hindered by the atmosphere, though, of course, you can spend effort to try to get around some of that.
So what would it be? What would it be to sort of negate some of the hindrance?
So what you do, you're gonna click the D20 next to climbing.
Yep.
Base difficulty is 5.
Yep.
And then where it says effort to ease task.
Oh yeah.
Click that drop down to say 1. And then under additional modifiers at the bottom, difficulty modifier hindered by 1.
Okay, let's give it a go. I mean, I've got XP to burn. Let's see how fun this gets. 13.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. Is 5. Oh yeah, because you were climbed, because you're trained. That's why. So yeah, you actually do almost slip a couple of times, and those old climbing reflexes from the disco, from climbing the sound resistant wall, kind of kick in at the last second.
Yeah.
And your manicurist is not going to be happy with you for a while, but you haven't fallen to the ground.
This is easier to do when you're drunk, believe me.
So yes, you have all. The other 3 of you have made it to the floor of the hangar bay. Donovan, you hear the you hear the little ding. You were treated to Girl from Ipanema for about 15 seconds. And then
Girl from Space Ipanema, surely.
Right. And then you hit the lower level, and the door opens. You can see. As you look down the hall, there is another security door.
I'm gonna walk up to the security door. Is there like any like card reader or key reader?
No, it is a computer terminal. That being said, Donovan can smash.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the old old-fashioned hack.
Okay. It is a level 5 difficulty. I'll say you can use your attack.
Can I use my great hammer attack? Oh no, do the old-fashioned fist going through the.
Okay, go for
it. Hindrance.
Yep, a hindrance.
And you said the difficulty was
5.
5. All right.
The other 3 of you hear what sounds like someone trying to knock on the wall. You look over to your left and you see about 20 feet away or so.
Did someone order a takeaway?
Yeah. There is, in fact, another security door.
Is it secure from this side? Or is it just got a boop push to open button?
Yeah, what does Space OSHA say about this?
Space OSHA says, I am
You're an
going...
Imperial worker. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
Nope. Okay. I actually have to go and click your token. That sucks. Space OSHA says GM intrusion.
Good call.
Always good.
By the way, Mike, I'm trusting you to stay honest. I don't have the streaming display up, so I have no idea if I have corruption bars or not.
I'll let you know.
We don't. We're still at half.
Okay. Okay.
Who is the intrusion for?
It was for Red.
Okay.
For Donovan, the extra one went to Wes. No, OSHA says there is a computer terminal here and the door is locked.
In that case, I think Wes is going to do some quick math in that Donovan went to the other room where people saw us. He didn't hear fighting. There was a brief discussion, so either he went along quietly and was captured, which doesn't seem likely, or he scared everyone into pee puddles and is now trying to hack the door in a more physical sense.
I think the third option is he ripped some guy's arms off and beat them around the head with it.
Yeah,
So he
and is
passed out
then
and blood
using...
loss.
The sound is actually him using the people to try to get through the door, and
That's
he's going to
logical.
try to get the door open.
Yep.
Yeah, he's going to walk over and try to get the door open.
Okay, so while you're doing that,
Mm.
The other people that are in the hall, that are in the hangar bay, like the troopers, are going to start shooting at you.
Well, that's rude.
Yeah.
As soon as I get everyone into...
It's like, guys, introduce yourselves before we have to kill you and someone has to wipe you up from the deck.
Yeah, at least go through the motions. Give us a halt.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Who goes there? Present your passes.
Something.
Who goes there?
Oh, God. You can tell these extras are underpaid.
All right. So we've got this up. Everyone please roll initiative.
I do have a question.
Sure.
One of my equipment pieces is the Space Wizard Handbook.
Mm-hmm.
I'm allowed to apply a free level of effort to one task within the next 24 hours, but I need to spend an hour studying it. Can we say that I would have already done that?
Absolutely, we can.
Okay. Okay, so it says, I don't want to words lower this a little bit, but I'm curious.
Go for it.
Gain a free level of effort to one task within the next 24 hours. This ability can be applied to any non-combat task as well as your push ability.
Oh,
yes.
Is this one task one time or one task every time I do it?
One task, one time. And the way that free levels of effort work is you have to spend points for at least one level of effort, and then you get the free one, and that free one can go beyond your maximum cap.
Interesting. So it'd be like I'm getting 2.
Yes, getting 2 for the price of 1.
I see. Cool. Okay.
All right.
I will keep that in mind. Where? Oh, initiative. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah, I initially forgot to put my difficulty, so I rolled again.
That's all right.
I'm sorry. What is the initiative?
What
is the difficulty? I mean, sorry.
2.
2. Speed hindered by 1.
Oh, did I miss the difficulty? Oh,
It doesn't matter.
I think I did.
Yeah. You still got above them, which is fine.
Yep.
Major
all
effect.
right. So yes, the beginning of combat is the 4 of them, running up. They're still a short distance away. They're not within immediate range. Obviously, I'm not going to make the tokens small enough to be used on this map. They are a short distance away. They actually do, they raise their guns. They shout, freeze.
Can my major... Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Major.
Dynamic music. I get a major effect.
Okay.
I
will say that you can just take an extra action right now.
Or can my major effect be that they do not act this round?
No. Your major effect can be that one of them doesn't act this round.
I would take the double action.
Yeah, I will take the double action.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can at least get up close to them.
Yep.
Can I do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, like I said, if you want to try to take a short movement and do an action, you can try that. It's a difficulty 4 speed roll. If you fail, you just don't get the action.
Can I just do 2 moves and like run up to one of these guys?
You can close. They're in short range, so it will take you a move, an action to go there.
Oh, I see.
So, as it is, if you didn't try to push it, you could do 1 move and 1 attack. If you wanted to push it, you could do 1 move and 2 attacks.
Okay, so I will try.
How far away are they?
They are about 40 feet away, ish.
What's the range? Is that long range?
That's short.
Short range.
Short is anything up to about 50 feet.
Okay. Just so you know, G, you have an ability that can be used at short range. Your push is technically any direction to include towards you, and can be used on someone in short range.
Yep.
So you can scorpion that guy over to you.
Yeah.
Get over.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
That sounds pretty cool.
That will be a difficulty 2 push roll, and again, if you want to use your effort, and your free level from the book, that will bring the difficulty down to 0, and it will just work.
I will do that then.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, but I have to spend.
So bring up the all-in-one dialogue.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Put 2 levels of effort, or no, I'm sorry, no. 1 level of effort in effort to ease task.
And this is intellect, correct? Yeah. And I'm not hindered by anything because it's intellect.
Correct.
And it's difficulty 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're not actually rolling this, correct? This is just to pay the points.
You don't have to roll. Just pay the points. Just click.
Click. That'll be 5 intellect points minus. I don't think you have any intellect edge.
I do not. That's 5 points.
So it's 2 points for the thing, and then 3 points to effort.
Yep.
But don't I get a free level with my push ability?
Yes. So the first level of effort brings it down from a 2 to a 1.
And then your book brings it down from
points.
a 1 to a 0.
Yeah.
So why am I paying the cost then?
So you still need to buy 1 level of effort,
which is 3,
before you can use free levels.
Yes.
Yep. So you buy the first 1, and then the ability costs 2 points.
The ability costs 2 points.
Oh, right.
Yep.
Right.
So it would be 7 without the book.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. You wouldn't even be able to use the second level without the book, because you have an effort score of 1. So normally you can only
true.
put one level into the task. That's one of the nice things about free levels is they let you.
So if I alt click, it's gonna remove how many?
2.
I think 2, and then you can just cost yourself 3 more. That's fine.
Okay. Ooh, that's not good, but I'll take it.
Now remember, you guys do have recovery rolls. Your first recovery roll is 1 action, and someone, I think it's Dirk.
Yeah, I got opportunist. No, not opportunist. It's
Surgeon Confidence.
Confidence. That's the one.
Yeah. So just keep that in mind. You do have a 1 action recovery roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you are pushing this guy. You actually do manage to push him into immediate range with you.
Yes, or pull him. Whoop. Oh, okay. So can instead of attacking him, can I do my I do a recovery roll?
Sure.
Because I'm gonna die.
Well, no. So
well,
remember,
I only have one intellect left,
yeah,
so
but you only die when all 3 of your pools go to 0.
okay.
If one pool goes to 0, then everything you do is hindered until you can get some points back into it. But points come off of might first, then speed, then intellect.
Right. Yes. But I'm gonna roll my intellect. Or I'm gonna roll my
Recovery.
Okay. That was not ideal.
Nope.
Better than nothing.
Yep. Okay, so that is that. We are on to Wes.
That's me. I'm Wes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go open the door.
Well, remember.
Okay.
So it's a difficulty 5 hack attack.
No, it's difficulty 4. If you want to use Data Jack, that is an action. So you could Data Jack this round and then hack it next round.
That's one thing I would say could improve on this Foundry system. I don't see whether my abilities are an action or a... Oh, yes, I see it now. Action enabled. It's in the actual text. Ah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool. So I would be able to action this time. Yeah, fuck it. I'll just fucking hack it. Okay. No data jacking needed. So okay. Computers and using and crafting machines, I assume.
Yep.
Or identifying and understanding machines.
Yeah,
I have both.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll say computers.
I'm going to say that because you're in the middle of a firefight, you have, and because QB is still kind of reassembling itself, QB cannot give you an asset on this.
Okay, that's fine. I'm trained in computers, and identifying or understanding machines will act as an asset. Asset 1. No hindrance because that's an intelligence-based thing.
Correct.
And we will roll a 20.
Boom! Okay. What would you like your major effect to be?
Shit. I guess I don't... you know what? I would like my major effect to be that all of the elevators lock in place wherever they are.
Sure, that's kind of the next, the next node over from where you are. Sure.
So if it's like if it's in the up position or the down position or in the transit position, it just stays wherever it is.
Okay.
And then the door opens to, I assume, a hammer blow of Donovan.
I will be good and not propose a GM intrusion that says he bonks you on the head.
Yeah. He like opens. He like beep 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 beep. You hear like the elevators whir and stop, and then the door opens, and he just Vanna Whites to the combat.
I love it.
And that ends my turn.
Yep. So Dirk, I am going to propose a GM intrusion to you.
Propose away.
Nope. Let me get the right character here. There we go. Well, so you decide whether you want it before I tell you what it is.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Click accept and then give the extra XP to someone. Excellent.
Someone might need it.
Oh, piloter of StarCraft, you take a look around and you see the 4 daggers that are there on the right.
Yeah.
And then you look to the left. That's a classic Eagle right there. Just the kind of ship you lost.
Wow. Would one say it is so classic is a screaming freedom eagle?
It's certainly screaming there.
Yeah.
But you do lose your action because you are caught in a moment of nostalgia and desire to be behind the stick of that ship again, man. It was home, and you have missed your home. And with that, we move to the troopers. All right. So the 3 that are still at short range. Let's see. Wes is over here with Donovan. So, 2 of them are going to take shots at yeah, 2 of them are going to take shots at Electra. One of them is going to take a shot at Dirk. So Electra, I will need 2 speed defense rolls from you. Again, difficulty 2 with a hindrance. And Dirk, I will need 1.
Yeah, was that speed?
Yeah, speed defense.
Cool. Okay. Base difficulty 2.
Yeah, and then you're hindered by 1.
Ooh. Cool,
Yep,
10.
you got it.
Success for both.
Excellent.
I
think I may have something wrong in your character sheet. Hold on a second.
And before she's like, "Come here!" and that guy just flies towards her. Yeah.
Defense shouldn't cost you any points. Initiative should cost you a point, but it's okay because you have 1 edge, so you're good. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, the troopers are still confused by all of the goings on. The one that is here with you, Electra, is going to take a no, he looks at you, he has you in his sights, cocks his head a little bit, rotates, and fires at Wes.
Wow.
Wes, I am giving you an extra hindrance to this roll because you are really not expecting it and you kind of have your back to him.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
You mentioned a very important term that I think should be applicable here.
Okay.
That the panels on the walls are heat proof.
Yes.
Does that mean this room is not as hot as the rest of the building?
No, because the big door up at the top here, where they open it to let the ships out, that goes to outside.
Ah, fair. Okay, cool. So I'm making
a good thought. I will give you ingenuity points for that one.
All right. So I am hindered by 2. This is a speed defense. I'm gonna spend effort as soon as I figure out where that goes.
It's near the bottom of the basic modifiers. Effort to ease task.
Oh, there we go. Okay. 1 level of effort, and I'm gonna roll. 12 succeeds.
Okay. Yep.
I forgot to set a difficulty.
That's fine. Yeah, you got it.
Should succeed.
Yeah. So you out of the corner of your eye, you catch like the glint of this guy's armor moving, and it draws your attention just in time to basically almost basically drop back down to your knees.
Yeah.
Back down into the 3-point crouch, so that the blast goes over your head.
It looks cool when I do it.
It does look cool when you do it.
Yeah, Donovan can hear my bones crack.
Yep.
Yeah, but we've heard Wes get up in the morning, so
yeah.
Speaking of which, Donovan.
So do I have enough normal movement to reach one? Well, no. I'll walk in.
Okay. You could reach the one that is currently, in immediate range with Electra.
Right.
Getting to the other 3 that are further back would be short range.
I'll get to the one that's next to Electra and great hammer him.
Okay. Difficulty 2, 1 hindrance.
And I totally imagine that Donovan says it like that. It's like, I'm not going to attack. I'm going to great hammer him.
Yeah.
It's great.
Nice.
All right. So you hit number 1 for that minus their armor of that. Okay. Yeah, you send him reeling. but he doesn't. He stumbles a couple of steps and then regains his footing. But yes, you definitely connected. And then Electra, how would you like to follow that up?
Slicey dicey.
Okay. If 2 100s.
Do. 2 1. Speed. Failed.
Yep.
Can I spend an XP to reroll?
Absolutely, you can.
If I just hit that reroll, is it automatically going to take it out?
It will not take the XP out, no.
So I just have to adjust that myself?
Yep.
Success.
Okay. So as you're going with the saber, you realize momentarily that the way you're going and the way the Great Hammer is going, you're going to hit the Great Hammer.
Mm-hmm.
So instead, you kind of pivot and you come in on the exact same line as the Great Hammer was in. So the Great Hammer
from the
hits,
opposite side.
yeah, and then the saber, he does the diagonal, half his body slides off thing. He is dead, doobie-doo, dead.
Huzzah! And she nods to Donovan. Hell yeah!
See, Disney, a plasma blade can kill people.
Right? That makes it Wes's turn.
No one's near me, right?
Correct.
Okay, I am gonna activate they're all within short range?
Yes.
Okay, I am going to activate an ability here.
Okay.
I'm gonna activate. So I'm not gonna. So I'm gonna use an enabler. So it's as part of an action.
Sure.
So I'm gonna activate my Fleet of Foot.
There you go.
So I'll spend 1 point there, which is automatically negated by my 1 edge.
Yep.
And basically, he turned and did this maneuver to get out of the shot, and so he's kind of crouched. And anyone paying attention would see him activate something on him, and the like a British legend, springs shoot out of his heels, and he launches forward towards the nearest enemy, spear in hand, and will attack the guy.
Okay. So that's going to be number 2.
Go,
So
gadget,
combat,
springs.
Little spring heel Jack over here.
Yep. I will also, I will remind you to look at your ciphers, specifically the meditation aid.
Oh, we have ciphers?
Yes. They're under equipment.
All right. So that hindrance by 1. Can I argue that QB comes with me and magnetizes to this guy?
Yes.
Great. So an asset for that, and we roll 17.
There you go.
So a bonus point of damage.
Yep. And you were attacking the spear staff?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So what actually happens is, as you start to run, you reach back, you grab the end of QB, which is still in rope format.
Yeah.
And you basically swing it around like a whip.
I love that.
And kind of snag the guy, and that's what allows you to get a better angle to hit him. Okay, so that does 5 damage. Minus that is that. Okay. Yep. And now we move to Dirk.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about taking these guys out with the aft turret of that Eagle, but it's going to take a lot of slicing into it. So let's shoot the next guy coming at us.
All right, so there's the closest one to you is the one that Wes is tangling with.
Yeah, let's go with next closest, because Wes probably got that. That guy's probably going to wish that he had better health insurance.
Yep.
Very, very soon.
Okay.
I'm sorry. The space future is probably still capitalism. Sorry, guys.
Yep.
We tried for luxury space communism.
All right. Go ahead.
So still base difficulty 2. No particular hindrances.
No, 1 hindrance because you're still fighting in the humid swampy muck.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, okay.
But no, it says you said eased by 1 additional step. It should
Oh,
be
right.
hindered. So yeah, you miss. Yeah, you're still a little too distracted by, can I get in the eagle and activate the turret? No, I can't. I really want to, but I can't. All right, now it is their turn. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, we're gonna say that the one right next to you, Wes, is going to take a shot at you. So I will need speed defense difficulty 2 hindered by 2 steps because, again, he's right up in your grill. Not that seems to make any difference.
Let's hope that persists. Okay,
Yep.
so hindered by 2 speed. You can't dodge them all. Oh wait, I still win. Never mind. Oh wait, no, I don't.
No.
That's a fail.
Yep. Okay. So you take. Yeah, you get hit kind of in the face. You take 3 points of damage.
I don't see armor on here.
It's under equipment.
Under equipment. I don't think I have it. So.
You do not. No.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's under combat. I apologize. You still don't have any.
I still don't have any. Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
So yes, you take 3 points of might damage.
Okay.
The guy here that Dirk just shot at is taking that very personally, and is going to try to return the favor. So, Dirk, speed defense difficulty 2, 1 hindrance.
By 1. Nah.
Ooh.
Are you going to re-roll or do you want the intrusion?
Yeah, I can re-roll.
It's up to you.
I just need to hit the re-roll. I've got XP or waste.
Okay.
There we go.
What? No. That should have been difficulty 2, hindered by 1 for a total difficulty of 3.
All right.
So you miss. But at least nothing bad happens.
Mm-hmm.
The last guy up here is actually going to move back a little bit and then take a shot at Electra because their rifles are pretty long range.
That was Jonesy. Smithy was he just killed. Yeah. He was his best friend. Jonesy was the best man at his wedding.
Yep.
Okay with that. What's my difficulty 2?
Yep. 2 hindered by 1.
I'll spend an XP to re-roll that.
Okay.
Jeez.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, that's better.
Minor effect. Yeah.
Okay. What would you like your minor effect to be?
Minor effect. Can his gun jam? Or is that something
so the general magnitude of a minor effect is something that would give them a 1-step hindrance on their next turn. So you could absolutely go ahead.
Whoa. Okay, well I'll let you finish what you were gonna say.
So you can't his gun doesn't jam permanently, but he's gotta take a moment and
so he loses his next turn type shit.
He doesn't lose his next turn, but his next shot will be hindered.
Oh, okay. I will do that then.
Right, that was all of them. Donovan, what do we got?
All right. I'm gonna move to the next closest guy.
Okay.
To me.
Which is that's the guy with Wes.
And then I am also gonna show him my great hammer.
Okay.
Say hello to my little friend.
He's not very little.
I'm hoping that his hammer's name is MC.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I couldn't get the rights. It's JC.
Copy strike.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, and He goes crunch.
Very good. Man, I love that thing.
It's so useful.
Mm-hmm.
And it bashes in nails, but
Yeah.
ask that guy what the nail feels like.
Also makes julienne fries. Electra, we're back to you.
All right. Can I use a Cypher and take an action?
No, using your Cypher is your action.
It's a full action.
Yep.
Do I want to? Yeah, I'm gonna use my meditation aid to gain some intellect back.
Yep. So that gives you 6 points back.
Sweet. So I don't have to click anything.
Nope.
Okay. So I just add my 6 points back.
Yep. And then if you just want to click on the archive, a little archive box there on the right. Yep.
Sweet.
Okay, so Electra, so describe what it looks like when Electra uses it, because it's not an object, it's what we call a subtle cipher.
Yeah, so after she sees Donovan do his thing, she just kind of like does like a fist pump. She's like, yes, and it's like sparklies, and then like in a video game, and then she's like, that's better.
Okay. Wes.
That is me again.
Yes.
I'm gonna repeat, and I'm gonna stab this guy. So
the one in front of you is dead.
He's dead.
Oh, great! That makes. I mean, I could still stab him, but that doesn't seem useful.
That would just be that would be something you could get people brought up on charges.
Yeah, I didn't realize we were fighting the same guy, Donovan. Is there another person next to me or in immediate range?
Not in immediate range. This guy is in short range. This guy's in long range.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to use my ability Fleet of Foot again to close that distance.
Excellent.
So it gets negated by my edge and speed, and that's pulled forward. And then I will attack and do the same thing. So I basically grab one of the cubes and like throw it at this guy, and the rest of them sort of like magnetize together as I attack this guy with an asset. Oh, no. Click too fast. And a hindrance.
Yep.
And he is a difficulty 2. Hell yeah.
There you go.
Let's see. Do I want to deal? Has anyone attacked this guy yet?
No.
I wished it.
You know what? Can I? This might be a major effect. As a minor effect, can I hit him? Can I hit him and like spin him towards Donovan?
Yes. Basically, you could set it up so Donovan would have an asset to attack him.
Great.
Make me an intellect check, difficulty. Difficulty 4.
Difficulty 4. Let me see here. Does any
none of
sort
your stuff applies?
Cool. Let's see here. Success, baby.
Okay.
Wes remembers his time in the Space Federation wrestling.
Yeah, right.
Your mind whirs a little bit as you think back over the other troopers that you've fought. And you are pretty sure that if you apply the extra damage, this guy will just go down.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. Then I think he like stabs the guy and then tries to use his momentum to move him, but in doing so just keeps pressing the spear in further. And then like by the time he gets into position and like pulls it out to say set him up for you, he just sort of slumps to the ground.
Yep.
And is dead. So you see him say, I set him up for you, and look at Donovan as he crumples to the ground dead.
Messed him up.
Dirk, there's one guy left. He's in long range.
Yeah. So if I take a shot at him, am I going to get any more issues with long range? No,
your blaster goes to long range. That's fine.
Yeah. So base 2. Any hindrances?
One hindrance.
One. So 13.
Okay, nice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he looks hurt, but is still up. Let's see now. Okay. This guy runs over and takes cover behind one of the daggers.
I can still see him, right?
You can see him, but anything you do is going to have an extra level of hindrance. Donovan, it's your turn.
All right. Am I able to move at an angle so that way I have more of a line of sight on the guy?
If you want to move to the point where you could have a clear shot on him, that would be a short range move, which means you'd have to do the speed 4 test if you also wanted to fire that turn.
Yeah. Okay. So I have to do. You said speed 4, so
Speed 4, and you are still hindered by 1 because of the atmosphere.
4.
There you go.
Woo!
Works.
I will propose as a minor effect that since he is really not expecting that, you could get an asset on your attack.
All right.
That work for you?
Yep. And I'm gonna use my laser crossbow on him.
Mm-hmm.
Difficulty 2. Hindered 1 and asset. Yeah.
Mm.
I have the XP. I'll reroll that one.
Okay.
Why did that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That was weird. No,
Yeah.
you still fail. Okay, at the end of this round, you see that the pilots, who you really haven't been paying a whole lot of attention to because you've got troopers firing at you,
Mm-hmm.
have all climbed into the daggers, and you hear their engines start up.
Ah, shit.
Wes, can you close the doors?
Are the doors open?
Cargo bay.
Right now, the hangar bay door is actually closed. And Electra, it's your turn.
Okay. I just have to be able to see him to use my ability on him.
Mhm.
Yeah, smash his head into the fuselage.
Well, no, I'm gonna move forward.
Okay,
So
good.
he's back into was it short range or medium range? Short range.
So he's yeah. You could take a short range move to bring him back into short range. If you wanted to push on that same, as part of that same action, you need a speed 4 check, hindered.
I don't want to push anything.
Okay, yeah. If you just
but
want
I
to move,
can I want to move and use an attack.
So moving a short range is an action.
Oh.
Attacking is an action. You can try to do both in one action, but like I said, you need to pass a speed 4 test, and you're still going to be hindered because you're in the mucky atmosphere.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
And so that's a speed roll.
Yep.
Difficulty 4.
Mm-hmm. And hindered by 1.
Speed. Gonna add effort to that. Hindered by 1. Failed.
Okay.
So what does that mean? I'm just moving. That's it.
Yeah. You just you take your short move. So
why can't I move?
I don't know. I got it.
Oh, thanks.
Um,
Thank you.
Yep. Wes, you're all the way up here.
That's still me.
Yes.
You're that guy.
I am. Where am I? Okay, I see where
you
I am.
You are up at the basically at the front of the Eagle.
Yeah. Now
you have unobstructed line of sight at the trooper. At the moment.
Cool. Now, my question is, what were we in this room? What were we supposed to destroy?
You were supposed to destroy, disable, or otherwise neutralize the ships.
All of them?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. And how far away is the... it's a long distance, I assume, from where I am to the 4 ships?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to... It's a long distance. Okay, let me see here. Let me do some calculations here. I would like to run and the pilot is not in the top one?
No, no, all 4 pilots are in.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. I would like to use my fleet of foot.
Okay.
You can move a long distance as your entire action for a turn. If you apply a level effort, you can move a long distance and make an attack as your entire action. But the attack is hindered. Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
Instead of making an attack, can I make an action? So if I so it says if I spend effort, I can move long and do an attack. I don't want to attack something. I want to do effort. I want to do an action.
What do you want to do?
I want to hack the ship.
I would say that because you're outside of it.
Yeah.
If you wanted to, you could get up to the ship and you could basically try to look for a panel on the outside from which you could hack it. But I will tell you right now that is going to be very difficult.
So I can look for but not actually do the hacking.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that then. I will, and that counts as an action to look for it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I will, you can move along to spend effort. It's speed effort, so I'll spend 1 point of speed, plus, so I'll just alt-click, and then I'll minus 3 points from my speed pool.
Okay.
3 as my effort, to get up there, and I assume an intelligence roll to find a panel?
Yeah, it'll be perception, intellect if you don't have it, and that will be difficulty 5.
So I have points, or I have training in both engineering and identifying or understanding machines. Also using, repairing, or crafting machines, and I'm pretty sure, ships are machines.
They are.
Okay.
I would say that the engineering one will qualify.
Okay.
But the engineering is what helps you know what to look for.
Great. I'll roll engineering.
Yeah. Once you get it, once you find it, if it's there, then the others will help you try to hack it.
Okay. And then can I have an asset from QB?
Sure.
Great. And you said it was difficulty what?
5.
And hindered? Oh, no, it's not hindered because it's intelligence. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Come on. Okay, I'm going to spend an XP, and we're going to go ahead and give that another college try. Fuck yeah, that's what I want.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
All right. So which ship are you going to?
The top one.
Okay, that is the one that the trooper is hiding right behind.
I'm on the other side of it.
Okay.
So we're both in cover from each other.
Sure.
And I basically am looking at something, and then you just see 4 pieces of QB like magnetized to the ship, and then you hear like as screws just start coming out the other side of QB as he's dismantling one of the panels.
Love it. Okay. Dirk.
Okay, how far away from the last guy am I?
You are in long range, and your attack will be hindered because he has cover.
Okay, so it's like I wouldn't be able to move and fire without rolling something first, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, as long as Wes is in cover, I'll give it another go.
Okay.
To shoot from where I am. So difficulty 2.
Difficulty 2. You will be hindered by 2 steps.
Yeah. 2 hindrance. Okay.
Mhm.
Because the guy's in cover.
Yep.
And it's almost like those things are designed to be shot or something.
Right.
Yeah, you did it.
Yeah.
There you go. And that
Yeah.
ignores 1 point of armor, which means that. Yep. He drops.
Yes.
Mhm.
Now for the fun part. Can you guys see the Imperial pilots on the combat tracker?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
you know it takes 3 rounds for their engines to warm up from a cold start,
Mhm.
but the turret guns are available right away.
Mm. Mhm.
So, we're going to see what these do.
That doesn't sound very good.
Yeah, only Wes probably isn't in the
That
arc of
sounds
fire.
like a you problem.
Yeah, because Wes probably isn't in the arc of fire.
Yeah. So I need. You guys are just spread out enough. Okay. So I need each of you to make me a hindered by 1 speed defense roll, difficulty 4.
Excluding me, I assume?
Correct.
Great. Those are my favorite rolls.
Yes.
I'm gonna. Can I spend an XP to give that one another go?
Absolutely.
So I'll just need to hit reroll, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Still suck.
Yep.
I'm gonna spend my last XP to reroll that. Success.
Okay.
I put that 19.
Okay, so Donovan, you get out of the way. What would you like for your minor effect?
Can I dodge closer to the pilot ships?
Yeah. Move you a little bit.
All right.
Electra, you dodge just fine. Dirk, you are blasted with a gun that's usually meant to fire on other ships.
Yeah.
You have 1 point of armor, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you will take a total of 9 points of damage. Because your armor has already reduced it by 1.
Yeah.
That comes off of your might.
Son of a bitch.
Feel good.
Okay. Down here.
I still got a Cypher to recover might, so remind me of that.
Yep. And Donovan, it's your turn.
All right.
I'll just remind everyone that we have our explosives.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know. I'm going to try to move a little bit closer to the ship at the top.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw the explosive at the windshield.
Okay.
You would see, but as you're moving towards the one that Wes is at, he's waving over the sound of the turrets spinning up. He's waving no to this one.
Oh, then they aim at the one below it.
Because you are far away and you're basically trying to do semaphore over the with engines. Donovan, make me a perception check, difficulty 2.
Since I don't have perception, that's just gonna be.
Then it's intellect.
2.
No hindrance. Wes is waving at you. You can't figure out what he's trying to tell you.
Perfect.
Oh, yes, that one. Yep.
Yeah. Nice one, buddy.
So what you have are not like grenades. They are basically the equivalent of blocks of C4.
Static charges.
Like in the movies that we are very thinly veiled references to, but of course will not mention, when the scrappy insurgents go and set the charges to blow up the base on the moon, on the forest moon. That's basically what you have.
I was like going to throw it, then realized no, I can't. So then I just I do laser crossbow though.
Okay.
I go for trying to disable the machine gun, so I'm hitting the turret if possible.
Okay. Yeah. Make me a. It's just sitting there because it's not running or it's not flying. Make me an attack roll. Difficulty 2, hindered.
Hindered. Come on, big money. God damn. I'm using my last XP point.
There you go. Okay. Sure, because they're relatively small targets and relatively easy. Yeah, the ship that Wes, you're fiddling with this ship. You try to wave to Donovan, and he takes aim and shoots and destroys the turret cannon on the one that you are trying to hack.
Great, that's fine. It was when he saw him pull out the C4 that he was like, no. So in Wes's mind, he interpreted correctly.
Okay, Electra, we're at the top of round 5.
Okay, I'm taking my full move, and I'm moving over here. Moving over here. Moving over there. To the one right in front of me. Cannot move my marker.
Do you want to put a new one on there, maybe?
Hold on, should be able to give me one moment.
Just move me to the closest one to me.
Okay. I don't know why you can't. I don't know why you can't move it, but we'll figure that out at another time. Where are you moving?
Just to the third one from the top, or second from the bottom. The one right in front of me.
Okay.
And that's all I can do.
Yep. Okay. Wes.
That's me.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I am gonna hack this thing, is what I'm gonna do. Okay. So what I want to do, here is some more bullshit.
Go for it. We
Trevor,
like bullshit.
That's my favorite thing to roll for. You know, when ships get into the hands of enemies, or are in danger of being in the hands of enemies, not only is there usually some sort of ejection seat, but there's also some sort of, self-destruct protocol, one would assume, being in the future. I would like to manually activate it on a timer to just self-destruct this plane.
Nice plane.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
So, given that, what is the difficulty of this roll?
That is going to start at a difficulty 7.
Hell yeah. All right, cool. So, step 1, data jack.
Okay, so that's your action.
Oh shit, that's right. Okay. That's right. I forgot it's an action. Okay. Let me see here. So I've hacked I've identified the panel. So yes. Understanding machines.
Yes. Yeah. You get both skill. You get both training levels. Absolutely.
Okay. Cool. So there's that, and then an asset from my little dude.
Sure.
So let's go with identifying or understanding machines. Plus, I'll just say 2 assets: one for crafting machines or whatever, and then one for my little guy.
Yep.
You said it was a difficulty 7 to start. Yep. It's now a difficulty 4.
Is it worth the points?
Yeah, I'm gonna effort.
Okay.
Effort to ease task by 1.
Yep.
And that is 3 now. So let's go ahead and spend an XP. And we'll
because all good things happen when you spend XP.
Suck a dick! No, they don't. Profo, you cursed me. You cursed me with your mouth.
Okay, so at this point, I will remind you that anyone can spend an XP to let anyone reroll.
I have 0.
Friends.
I have 1. You may try it.
Oh, fuck yeah. All right, cool. All right, success.
There we go.
Success. Redemption, Bravo. Redemption.
We just did this for tension, kids.
Yeah. Psych, guys, psych. Say psych. Please say psych. So you see him like ripping things out, and like you see like it's like hot wiring a car. He like pulls chunks out. He's like sparking cables together, tying things. You see like pieces come off of his stuff, like tape comes out of a dispenser. He starts wrapping that up, and he jams it all back in. And then he just like as narrative, he just takes the pieces of QB and throws them over towards the other ship. And I'm gonna start to move towards that ship.
So I'm going to say that the XP from Dirk, you look over Dirk, and you see that he is about to pull the wires that, if you are any judge of ship's engineering, which you are, would probably cause the ship to immediately overload and explode. So no, not that one.
Or it's the clutch cable, and it was going to take it off off the handbrake and right into him.
Pretty much, yep. Okay. Sure. Love it. And now, Dirk, it is your turn.
Well, I would like first to get between several bits of hull plating of Eagle and me and those guys.
Okay.
Then I would like to pose a question.
Sure.
As an ex-Imperial pilot who's owned this particular class of ship before, how do I get into it without having the keys or space startup card? Whatever.
There is basically a numeric keypad lock.
Yeah.
It is normally it would be a difficulty 4 intellect or hacking or whatever intellect based check in order to hack it.
How old is the ship and how worn down are the keys?
Not worn down enough that you can read what the code is, but I will give you an asset if you want to try it.
Yeah.
Because you are familiar with Eagles.
Yeah. Well, I'll give it a go.
Sure.
So
it's an intellect roll, so there's no hindrance.
Yep. And it's difficulty
4 with 1 asset.
4. Eased by 1. Okay. No. Could I burn effort to give that another go?
Do you have XP?
No.
Nope. No, unfortunately, effort has to be applied before the roll.
Okay.
Okay, so you're fiddling with it, and just more time. You just need a little more time.
They use the same 4 passwords. You'll get it here.
You're right.
Yeah. It'll be 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, so this one, the turret has been disabled. You're too close, really, for this one. So Donovan, you're getting shot at a lot. And I said that was difficulty 4, I think. You are getting 3 ship's laser blasts aimed at you. Please make me 3 speed defense rolls, difficulty 4 with 1 hindrance.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yep. So you fail one. Do you have any armor?
Because of one of my ability, flesh stone, I have. What was it?
You do have
plus
yes,
one.
Yep, you do have one armor. So that means you take a total of 9 might damage. And it is now your turn. How would you like to respond to this?
Was it the shit that was as close to you that shot me?
It was the second one down.
Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna move. Slightly move towards it and shoot that one's mini laser gun.
Okay. I said that was order difficulty 2. I should write these things down when I make them up off the top of my head. Yeah, base difficulty 2. Hindered by a step. Yep. So.
And I can't reroll it.
Nope. Okay. So at this point, the hangar doors start to open. Electra.
I place my C4 charge on the bottom of this thing.
Okay.
And arm it.
Okay. It will go off in 2 rounds.
Okay.
Wes.
Okay. So, let's repeat the process. Now, my question is, because I already know where the panel is, can I move right to self-destruct?
So I will say that you can get around to the other side of the ship.
Yep.
And pull the plate off, but you couldn't actually action the self-destruct yet.
Okay. If I use Fleet of Foot, with the effort to do it as well, so it's not a full move, right?
Yeah.
Because it's short distance. So if I spend Fleet of Foot, to cross the distance, can I activate?
Absolutely.
Hell
sure.
Yeah. So negated by my edge, I spend Fleet of Foot. I get over there. The panel again. The QB goes on, dismantles the panel, and I will make that roll.
Go for it.
With a let me see here. It was this one and then 2 assets.
Starts at a 7.
Now my question is, since I've already done this, is it still as difficult?
Yes.
Well, shit, guys.
you have gotten all of the benefit from knowledge that you're going to get from being specialized in the task.
Cool. I figured, 10,000 hours of mastery,
Absolutely.
might get you. All right, so difficulty 7. I have trained and 2 assets here, so I'm gonna roll.
You want to spend effort? Yep.
Oh okay. Shit, you were right. I wanted to spend effort. I forgot. That's okay.
You still would have failed. So.
Yeah, it's my fault for not spending it. So yeah, so I begin again starting to pull things out.
Yep.
Unfortunately, not successful, but also not detrimental.
Yep. Okay, Dirk.
Okay, should I use? Let's use effort to try and get into this thing again.
Okay.
So that was intellect.
Oh, I'm sorry, and you should be using your StarCraft sensors and communication tech.
All right, cool.
I don't remember if that would have made the difference last round. But
I have no idea.
Yeah.
So it was a base 4 eased by 1, yeah?
Base 4, one asset, and then use your sensor skill so you're trained.
Oh, 1, yeah, sure. I was putting it in the wrong box, but it did the same thing.
Yep.
10.
There you go. Those hydraulics have never sounded sweeter. The boarding ramp lowers.
Yep.
Okay. The pilots.
I don't know how to message everybody else because fall back as I take it out of here.
Yeah. the pilots are going to okay. So the bottom two are going to shoot again at Donovan.
Fair.
So Donovan, 2 speed defense rolls, difficulty 4 and hindered. Ooh, nice. Not so nice.
That says a success.
Yeah, because it's the reroll is weird. I don't know why it's doing that. I'll have to look.
It always does that for me. Even with roll 20, it would do that to me too.
Okay. So yeah, you take another 9 damage as one of them blasts you. The one West that you are currently fiddling with, it still has an active turret. Mike is off camera. Michael.
Play through.
Yeah. All right. We'll come back to that because it won't be his turn for a while.
Okay.
Donovan.
All right. I am. Can I see from here if there's a terminal at the bay doors?
Yes, there is.
Is it within firing range?
Yes, because your blaster is long range.
I'm going to blast the terminal, hopefully to
Okay.
cause a spark to start.
Before we do that, Mike, because you were away when this happened,
I could hear you.
The ship that you are trying to hack, or at least hack to pieces, still has an active turret and is going to try to fire it at you.
Is that the one that Donovan hit the second time?
It missed.
Oh, you missed. Okay, cool.
Yep. So this is going to be difficulty 4 speed defense. You are hindered by 1 because of the atmosphere. However, you get 2 assets from the fact that the pilot is basically, craning his neck out the side of the cockpit to try to figure out where to fire.
Can I argue that is he shooting me?
Yes.
The pilot is shooting me.
No, the pilot is using the turret.
Great. Can I argue that I lay down? unless it's that underneath upside down turret on the Millennium Falcon that goes in 360.
Actually, yes,
it is. Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah,
I was
going to
say
360 turret underneath the deck.
All right, I was gonna say there's only so many angles that can get me from. All right, so difficulty. What was it? Difficulty
4.
Difficulty 4. 1 hindrance, but 2 assets.
Yeah, 2 assets and 1 hindrance.
Okay, so
final
1 hindrance, 2 assets. All right, cool. Roll them.
Oh.
Trevor, be nice to me. Yikes.
Yeah, give me 1 second here.
Yeah, that's a time.
Yep. So the lights flicker and then go out in the entire hangar bay. Dim red emergency lights come on, and alarm klaxons start to sound. The hangar bay door stops. It is not yet high enough for the daggers to get out. And yeah, we'll say that's what happens.
Okay, and then I also take a shitload of damage?
Yes, you take... Do you have any armor?
No.
Then you take 10 points of damage. So that is all of your might, and then 4 of your speed.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
You are now hindered, which means until you get at least 1 point back in your might pool, all tasks are 1 difficulty higher. Okay, so now, Donovan, because now the situation has changed a little bit. So the room has gone to red emergency lighting. The hangar bay door has stopped. What would you like to do?
Okay. I have a Cypher. How do you pronounce it? The Curativ.
Curative.
Curative. And I'm going to roll 1d6 to
Nope,
heal.
it's already there. It's level 7.
Oh.
So yeah, you can just you use your action to do that. You pull out some burn patches or something, and slap them on, and you regain 7 points to your might pool.
All right, 7 points. Woo.
And then just get rid of that. And that's your turn, Electra. It is the end of one of the 2 rounds before the explosive goes off.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna move to the bottom one.
Okay.
Is that all I can do?
Yeah. Unless you want to try the speed roll.
I'll try the speed roll.
Go for it.
Because that's a pretty useless waste of my abilities, but I can't do anything else. So, where's my character sheet?
Difficulty 4, hindered by 1.
Hindered by 1. Hurt. 1. Fuck yeah.
Nice.
20.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I? Oh shit. Can I? Can I take an extra action? With that critical, with my
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
May I remind you that you are standing basically right underneath a dagger that still has a functional turret.
Yes.
That turret is within immediate range of you.
So this turret can shoot me? The one that I'm standing under?
It just shot me.
Yeah, it would be your defense roll would be eased by 2 steps because the pilot's basically trying to guess where you are.
Can I take out the turret?
Yes.
Or I'm gonna attack the turret, yeah.
Yeah. Slash with your plasma saber, difficulty 2.
Okay. Difficulty 2.
Hindered by 1.
Yes, hindered by 1.
Hindered by 1. Where does my thingies at? Damn it. Failed.
Yep. Okay.
What thing did I take that out of?
It didn't. So you need to take it out.
It's not taking any of my things into account here.
Well, because you didn't specify what pool it's coming from.
Oh shit.
So it's whether or not it comes from might or speed, it's still going to cost you a total of 2 because you have an edge of 1 in both of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it out of might.
Okay. Wes.
Actually, no, I'm gonna take it out of my speed.
Okay.
Wes has more holes now than he started with, and he's not a fan of that scenario.
Okay.
So there's no time for hacking the planet right now. So instead, he's just going to prime the C4. And he, in a last bit of being extra, he like stands back to where he was and like puts his foot up as if he were climbing a stair, and several cubes form underneath him, and he basically walks up, and QB just keeps getting taller, so that he is like face to face with the pilot's like shield. And he just takes the C4 out and plants it on the window, like the windshield, and then primes it and lowers back down and like sets off the timer of however long that takes.
Nice. G, by the way, I noticed that on your major effect you didn't get your 2 points back, so I'm going to give you two speed points back. Or I'm sorry, no. Yeah, I'll just do it.
Why would I get 2 speed points back?
Because when you roll a natural 20 and you've spent points on a roll, you get those points back.
Ew. Very good.
Okay, so yes, you have primed the C4. Dirk.
So, how close am I to the ventral turret on this bird?
You can get there in a short move.
Okay, because I would I want to hop on it and cover those guys if they fall back.
Okay. Yes, you have done that.
I figure the ventral's pretty close to the cockpit, right? It's not a huge ship.
Okay. So we now have Donovan, you're getting 1 ship blasting at you. Wes and Electra, you are also each getting 1 blasting at you, but you 2 get 2 assets to the roll. They're difficulty 4 with 1 hindrance.
And Electra and I get an asset of 2 because we're underneath it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. You're good.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So that's them. Donovan.
I'm going to use my movement to try to get to the entrance of the Y4B.
The Eagle?
Yep.
Okay. Because the entrance is back here at the rear, so I'd say you can I think you can let me check something here, because I think you can also
Could I jump on top of it and there be like a hangar hatch up there or something?
So if you wanted to make it in 1 round, that's a long move, which would also require a speed 4. You can, if you wanted to take it as 2 short moves, you would get there at the end of your next turn.
So I'll do the speed. So it'll be difficulty 4.
Yep, difficulty 4, hindered.
Hindered by 1.
All the good stuff. Okay. So you make it halfway. You'll make it the rest of the way next time. Okay. So yeah, it is 4 o'clock, and I know we have another 1 shot to run. So I'm gonna say that we fast forward to the end.
Skip to the end.
Which I'm assuming is that you all get aboard the Eagle and take off.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh,
we have to destroy the hangar.
Yeah.
So at the end of this round, this one ship will blow up. Will it damage the others?
Yeah, the third one blows up.
So 3 of the ships are going to explode, which I will assume would explode the 4th ship.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 2 of them have been C4'd, 1 of them has been auto-destructed, and they're on either side of the last remaining ship.
Okay. So as long as our mission is going to be completed, because I feel like if we're rebels against the Imperium, it's like do or die.
And then we do that cool thing when we where we fly the ship on its side between the doors.
No, you just blast the rest of the doors open. Blast the doors off the thing.
Yeah.
Come on, you don't want to scratch your ship.
Yeah. So
mostly scratches.
So yeah, you get the ship warmed up. Everyone has avoided the worst of the explosions from the daggers. And you see, as you've gotten the ship warmed up and you start to take off, we are doing the blasting on Mos Eisley. The general and like a squad of troopers appear at the bottom by Y3 as you guys fire up the engines of the Eagle. The entire hangar bay rumbles. You guys are all inside the ship, but even you can still feel it.
Crazy Ivan time.
Yep.
Let's go.
For the first time in way too long, you are piloting a ship. You are off the ground, my man.
Punch it, Chewie.
That's the co-pilot. Oh God.
Dirk says punch it.
Yeah.
Donovan punches a panel. No, not that.
That was the AC.
And I have to imagine that like Wes is manning the gun because it's a freaking toy. And just Crazy Harry kind of thing.
Yeah.
Blasting the hangar doors open, you guys rocket out of Singularity base. Your part of the mission has been fulfilled. You soar towards space. You have no idea how anyone else has done, except that the fact that the lights went out probably meant that at least one other team did their job right.
Yeah.
And you head towards space and further adventures unknown.
Hell yeah.
Fiend.
Yay.
Hell yeah. That was cool. Foundry's all right. That's all I'll say. Trevor, thank you so much for running us through this and for forcing us to use Foundry and for pointing out all the ways that it is different and possibly better than another platform that we use. That being said, let's go around, do our introduction so we can get the hell out of here, do a super fast after show, which you guys can get over on our Patreon at the $5 tier. Link for that down below. While you're down there, click on that Discord link. Join us in the Discord. Be a part of the community. Be a part of the conversation. But for now, let's start with our illustrious GM. Trevor, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? What are you up to?
Thank you, Mike. My name is Trevor, the Vitruvian Meeple. You can find me here for the Patreon one-shots. You can also find me over on my own YouTube channel at Vitruvian Meeple, where every couple of Mondays, give or take, schedules permitting, if you want more Cypher goodness, you can join us for The Powers That Be, which is a Cypher superheroes campaign. It's been going for almost 24 episodes now, so like we're starting to get good at this. I would really love it if we could have more than like 1 or 2 people actually watch. That would be cool.
Same.
Yeah. 8 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time every other Monday night. The back episodes are on the playlist. And you can, like I said, you can find me here. You can find me on a number of Discords, most often Mike's. And thank you guys. This was a lot of fun. It's good to get back in the chair. And who knows? Maybe we'll see these guys again, or maybe we'll see another team run through a different part of Singularity base. Who knows?
Hell yeah. Perfect. With that, we'll jump over to Red. Will, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? What are you up to?
Hey, I'm the Red Oak Shield Virus. You can find me in the Discord from time to time. You can see me here on Patreon maybe once in a blue moon at this rate, but hopefully more often now. And I'm not really anywhere else.
All right. Next up, we'll go to El Profo. Who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And what are you up to?
Will find me wherever El Profos are found. Still trying to finish up. Part 1 is the tricky part of a 3-part Glenbrook fic that's, it's taking us places.
Fair enough.
It'll be done when it's done.
As all good things are.
Yeah. Can't put it any plainer than that.
Right. With that, G, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And what are you up to?
Hello, I'm G, the friendly neighborhood lightning invoker. You can find me everywhere you find unMadeGaming, modding during the week, and playing in all the Patreon games, and on the campaigns, and in Age of Always for Atari Twilight. And you'll find me in the Discord all the time.
And don't forget, what social media platform are you on?
No.
I heard a new name for that because I refuse to call it what you call it. It's Twix, and I approve of that so much better.
Yes, I just want to do the thing.
I'm a fan of Zeta because it's annoying like a spot.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm just taking bets on whether the left side or the right side is stronger. But
yeah, right. That being said, we're out of here for this one shot, but stick around. We'll be doing another one shot in our homebrew Tales from Loop setting, Glenbrook. So check that out. We'll be here shortly. We're just gonna do our after show again. That'll be up on our Patreon either today or tomorrow. So check that out. Stick around. We'll see you guys later. So from all of us to you guys, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.